now. My name is Ashpreet and I am banking trainer with IPB. I welcome you all to this session today. And at IPB, we always believe creating strong platforms for our students and patrons so that they can learn from people who are already having enriching experience in banking and finance industry. I am filled with immense pride as I introduce to you today's guest, Mr. Anil Khurana. His long and illustrious career in banking is nothing short of calling him an institution in banking. So he has done MBA in finance with LLB, BCom and CAIIB degree and also a diploma in computer applications. I hereby extend a warm welcome to Mr. Khurana. He has 39 years of experience in banking sector and he just retired as DGM from IDBI Bank. After hanging his boots in banking sector, he has embarked on a new journey in the field of legal services as a practicing eminent lawyer in Delhi High Court. Today, Mr. Khurana will share his journey and experience with us and also will enlighten us on how to grab the right opportunities at the right time, which is a very key component if we want to succeed in our goals. So, कहते हैं ना कि अपॉर्चुनिटी का मिलना भी जरूरी है बट उसको सही समय पर पहचानना और उसको उसी समय ग्रैब करना उसका फायदा उठाना उससे भी ज्यादा जरूरी है. So, Mr. Khurana, without taking much of your time, I would like to hand over further proceedings to Mr. Khurana. Over to you, sir. Please take it ahead, sir.
Thank you, Ashdeep, and good afternoon to all of you. What you said rightly, opportunity, grabbing opportunity and having opportunity, identifying opportunity, there's a lot of deliberation on that. So what is opportunity? That is a major. Because now all young student of IBPM has already been doing banking career as their main career. So for them, opportunity is something different. For other people, the opportunity may be different. So before that, what we say, and before I start on that opportunity, let me give you a small brief again about my career in banking. I started my career as a computer programmer long back in 80s when I just passed out my MCom and I got opportunity to start a computer programmer. Again, the opportunity was there, but somehow you are not able to predict the future of the computer science in India. And the banking was the primary in that time. So you left, rather I left computer programming and joined banking. So you can say the opportunity which I got, maybe because I was not aware of, or maybe the people at that time was not aware of the future of the computer in India. So if I had done that computer complete programming that time, I would have been one of the best programmer at the moment. I would be talking to you as a programmer, not as a banker. So again, it depends on the environment, it depends on the circumstances, and it depends on your knowledge, how you basically identify the opportunity. From computer programming to I joined at the Bank of Rajasthan. From there, I moved to Bank of Punjab. From Bank of Punjab to I went to HDFC Bank. And from last 20 years, I was in IDBI Bank. And finally, I was retired from IDBI Bank in 2020. I'm now doing legal practice in Delhi High Court. So start with the opportunities because you all are youngsters and I always love to interact with the youngsters. People say, why to interact with the youngsters? In my opinion, because the youngsters are something which is full of enthusiasm. They are full of passion. They are full of commitment. So when you interact with the youngsters, you also feel young. And when you feel young, you have something to do, always ready to do something. Always passionate to do something. So passion keeps you fit. If you don't have a passion to learn, or if you don't have a passion to do something new, the creativity doesn't give you the kick. For living a good life, for living a good, healthy life, a kick is required of creativity. The youngsters are full of creativity and youngsters are full of enthusiasm. So that is the thing which make you enthusiastic, which make you always eager to learn something. until unless you have that child in yourself to learn, the curiosity, to understand, the life becomes bored. And if you are in the banking industry, most of the people know that. People say banking is a monotonous job. Correct. It's a monotonous job if you take it like a monotonous job. But if you know banking is a variety of that experience where you can do any wonder, where you can learn anything. So it depends on you how you take the challenge. So before going to the banking and all that, let me ask you guys, why you want to grab the opportunity? And what is opportunity? The right word is, what is opportunity? In my word, opportunity is should I continue in English only or should I use both the language in English? Ajdeep, can you please ask them?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I would request you to use both the languages, like it can be Hindi, English.
Thank you, Thank you. So when we talk about opportunity, right? मौका, अरे मौका मिल गया, किसको मिल गया, क्यों मिल गया? And if opportunity is common to everyone, it may be different to other person. Every person has a different option. Every person has a different targets. So one opportunity cannot be an opportunity to everyone. So first thing which you have to understand, what is opportunity? That's the one. If I give you an example, right now you must be reading the newspaper in the last 2-3 days. That Agniveer news is going on. So most of people say that it is something going wrong. Correct. The people like me who are positive in life, for me it's the biggest opportunity given to the youngsters. Why? It is something like that. You are being given a chance to work with the world's best army. Correct. The people across the world wants to get trained in Indian Army training centers. So if you are being hired even for 4 years, you get an opportunity to learn a discipline, which is the basic of the army guys. They will teach you discipline. They will teach you physical fitness. They will teach you how to handle the risk. So it's a golden opportunity for anybody to even for 4 years. So if you look to the positive side of that, this is opportunity. You should have grabbed it. Anybody who gets a chance, he should have grabbed it. But if you see to the negative side of that, it's only 4 years. It is not the 10 years. Even the short service commission in army is 10-year job. So if you have been getting 4 years, to go and join and learn, because you are getting something out of that. So opportunity is something when you have to understand what is opportunity is. Again, now there's a medical seats available in the market. There's a number of seats enhanced in the market in the medical seat. So is it an opportunity to you guys? It is an opportunity to many people who are from the medical stream. But it is not an opportunity to the people who are on the banking side. So you have to first find out what is the opportunity, whether it is the opportunity is for you. That's the one. That's the more important. So before we go for opportunities, grabbing it, losing it, damage made out of opportunities, we should be thoroughly clear what exactly we require. What is the opportunity for you? Every individual has his own opportunity. For somebody's army is the opportunity, right? The people who are preparing for army, the army Agniveer is the opportunity. For people who are preparing for banking, the bank job is the opportunity. The people who are preparing for medical, the medical seats are opportunity. And why we have to grab it? Question is, why we have to grab the opportunity? अरे मौका लेना क्यों है? पहला सवाल. So reason is, when you are being born to a circumstances and the country where the resources are less and demand are high, correct? आपको मौका क्यों चाहिए? Because मौके कम हैं, लोग ज्यादा हैं, correct? Because you are in a developing country, and if you understand the psychology of the developing countries, the resources are always less and the demand is high. Developing countries are like middle class family, where the resources are less and your needs are heavy. So you have to prioritize your needs. You have to identify your needs. You have to make priorities of the demands. which is first, which is second, which is third, because your resources are less. The same in the development country. The number of people who want to join banking industry may be 10 lakhs. The vacancies has been generated about say 50,000. So it's a tough competition. Now opportunities are less, resources are less, and the people who want are more. So you have to prepare for that. So as a bullet point, you have to first understand that what is an opportunity. That's the first question you have to feel and ask yourself. Second, what is your opportunity? For what you are looking for that. Now the third point, how to do it and how to grab it. Correct? Opportunities again, if I give you example of Mahabharata and all that. Guru Dronacharya was the mentor of Pandavas. Now Arjun has been trained as a archery guy. He was never been given a Bhimala Gada. Correct? Because everyone, God has gifted everyone with one particular USP. If you understand the USP, unique selling price for yourself. Correct? You all are graduate, so you know that what is USP. Every individual have his own USP. Some people are very good in drawing. Some people are very good in physical fitness. Some people are very good singer. So if you know the USP of yourself, that is more important to know what is good in you as a inbuilt DNA. आपके DNA में आपके पास क्या USP है? Because every people has one or two USP. Then second says whether that USP is being used in your career or whether that USP is being inclined to your hobby or whether all the three has been added. Like if you still remember the Three Idiot movie, still we talk a lot about education system. The people should do education what they want to do. Their hobby should be your passion. Yes, it's a good in a development country where you can pursue your own hobby and profession on the same track because the resources are equally available. Again, in development countries, when the resources are less, the first priority is to get job, not to develop your hobby. So you have to align your career as per the requirement and resources available in the market. Like Lata Mangeshkar, or same example of Mahabharata. Guru Dronacharya यदि भीम को धनुष चलाने पे ज्यादा ध्यान लगाते तो he would have been a disaster. Same Arjun को यदि गदा चलाते तो he would be in disaster because his USP was in archery. Bhim was physically fit, so he was fit for that gada. Guru Dronacharya, as a mentor, as a guru, was aware of which is the USP of individual. Because they were lucky, their particular teacher was aware of, mentoring was there. So you have to find out what is the USP you have, correct? And if the USP matches to your hobby and profession, all the three, the opportunity is USP, hobby, and profession. That's the ultimate combination. There's no comparison to that. Like Lata Mangeshkar, God has gifted him with a good thought. Because everybody cannot sing. I want to be a singer, but I can't be a singer because I know that. Okay? I don't have that thought to have a singing. So singing may be my hobby. I love singing, bathroom singing, but I can't choose singing as my profession. That is the thing you have to understand. Lata Mangeshkar, God has gifted him a very good thought. His hobby is also singing and music. So he has continued to that. His profession is the same. So ultimate result, we know what Lata Mangeshkar was. The same, you have to first analyze which is the right USP in you. Then you have to identify that which area you have to go and which area your hobby is also matching to that. So same is there. If you identify your USP, if you identify your hobby, and if you select a profession which matches three, an ultimate combination of a professional. Ultimate, you can rise to the highest post in that particular field if you have all the three aligned. So being you are already in one area, your line has been already selected. You know that banking is going to be the career for you guys. if you don't have USP at the moment, for example, the people who are very good in analyzing, the people who are very good in numbers, the people who love to talk the public, the people who are always ready to help the others, these are the basic quality you required in a banker. Because to become a successful banker, you want to have 4-5 basic qualities. I used to say the banker has to be a jack of everything and master of banking. You have to be jack of everything. You should be knowing the automobile, you should be knowing singing, you should be knowing retail assets, you should be knowing mechanical, agriculture, everything. Because if you don't have that basic knowledge of all the field, you'll not be able to handle the customer you are going to interact. Banking, you will learn through the process. But the basic knowledge, you have to get updated every time. So identifying the opportunity, because for you now, guys, is very important that your career is going to be in a banking. So opportunity has to be from banking. You people are so lucky when you got in this generation. Like I give you example of my side and our generation. When we used to start our career, almost 10 lakh people used to apply for banking jobs. And the vacancies are only 1,000 or 2,000. So you can imagine that level of competition there. So out of the 10 lakhs, only 50,000 or say 1 lakh used to clear the written exam. Then only 1,000 or 2,000 get selected. But again, resources were less. So you have to have a very strong hard work and passion to get that. Now the generation is there when you are there. A lot of private banks are there. Small banks are coming. Opportunities are so good. There is no written basic exam. Only that interview get you in the banking industry. So you people are already very lucky. So if you say that opportunity, the one opportunity you already have. You all have one opportunity. At least you got so many opportunities in the banking sector. तो आपने एक बात मान लीजिए कि आप लोग किस्मत वाले हैं, मौका एक आपको मिल चुका है कि आप उस जनरेशन में पैदा हुए जहां बैंकिंग सेक्टर में, फाइनेंस सेक्टर में बहुत नौकरियां। यदि नौकरी की हम मौका मानते हैं कि नौकरी मौका है, तो आप लोग पहले ही बहुत लकी हैं। एक मौका तो आप पकड़ चुके हो बाय गेटिंग ए बर्थ इन दिस पर्टिकुलर जनरेशन, करेक्ट? So you people are lucky to that. That's a one. So you should be very positive on that. Second, now how to get that particular opportunity to in your hand. So what you people think? कि किसी भी मौके को पाने के लिए क्या चाहिए आप? You can answer me on that chat box. Anyway, because this is going to one-sided, so you require to have preparation. Correct? If I give you bullet point, you have to know your USP. The people are writing dedication, passion, attention, hard work, confidence, practice. So if I summarize all this comment, so one thing is that which is called preparation, because preparation includes everything. When we say preparation, that means you should be knowing how the selection is to be done. Like you already people have joined IBPM. So you know that this is an institute which give you career guidance in banking sector. Correct? So one step again you have, sorry. One opportunity you already got, that you are in a generation where the banking is and finance has a lot of opportunities. Second, you already joined some good institute who is going to guide you. Correct? Because they will teach you how to go to the opportunity and how to grab it. Correct? Now, third thing which is required, the most important is knowledge. And preparation is part of the first is knowledge. So how you mean by the knowledge, right? You have to understand what banking sector works in India, how the banking sector works in India. हिंदुस्तान में बैंकिंग सेक्टर को यदि हम डिवाइड करें तो वन ऑफ द वेरी मैच्योर बैंकिंग सेक्टर. द वर्ल्ड हैज 3 मैच्योर मनी मार्केट cities or countries like Singapore, New York, London and Hong Kong. They are called 4 international mature money market. Mature money market की जब हम बात करते हैं, they are the centers where across the world all financiers and all bankers financially used to interact each other and do international transactions. वहाँ international level की सारी transactions होती है जिसको mature money market बोलते हैं. वहां लेटेस्ट सारे इंस्ट्रूमेंट आपके बैंकिंग के यूज होते हैं, जहां लेटेस्ट टेक्निक्स यूज होती हैं, या लेकिन नए डेवलपमेंट होते हैं. You people are lucky again, I said, because you are in India. Indians are by born a mature banker. वो बचपन से ही माँ बाप उनको सिखाते हैं कि भाई पैसे को sorry, पैसे को कैसे यूज करना है या बैंकिंग सेक्टर को कैसे यूज करना है. आपको इन बिल्ट डीएनए में मिला हुआ है बैंकिंग का नॉलेज. बिकॉज व्हाट इज बैंकिंग इज it's basically financing, basically planning and deployment of the funds or the money. बैंकिंग सेक्टर करता क्या है? आपसे लेता है, दूसरे को देता है, करेक्ट. तो वी आर डीलिंग इन मनी. बहुत स्क्रूड लैंग्वेज में समझाऊंगा आपको, तो दिस इज द स्मॉलेस्ट वन. एक हाथ से पैसा लेना, कुछ उसमें मार्जिन क्रिएट करना और किसी दूसरे को देना जिसकी जरूरत है. तो यू आर डूइंग बेसिकली बैलेंसिंग ऑफ द मनी इन द मार्केट. नाउ इफ यू गो टू द एडवांस साइड ऑफ दैट, you have to be understanding what is the market, because when you go for any interview to any bank about this interview of selection, you should be knowing how the banking sector works in India, how the banking sector works in world, what is the difference between international and the national banking system. हिंदुस्तान में बैंकिंग सिस्टम में हमें क्या चाहिए, हमें जिस ट्रेनिंग में भी आप काम कर रहे हो, पढ़ रहे हो, उसमें आपको यही सिखा रहे कि हिंदुस्तान में बैंक में क्या काम होता है, उस काम को कैसे करते हैं और उस काम के करने का फायदा क्या है. करेक्ट. तो दैट इज अ वन थिंग टू अंडरस्टैंड, टू ग्रैब द अपॉर्चुनिटी. जो आपको इंटरव्यू की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, आपको कैश काउंटर में कैसे काम करना है, आपको क्लियरिंग में कैसे काम करना है, आपको एडवांसेस में कैसे काम करना है. You don't require to be expert in the field, but you should have a basic knowledge of all the field, all the work which is being done by banking branches, corporate office, treasury. So all fundamentally the detail of the banking you should be aware of. एक बैंक में कितने सेक्टर होते हैं, उनमें कितने डिपार्टमेंट होते हैं, क्या डिपार्टमेंट क्या काम करता है, बैंकिंग के अंदर उस डिपार्टमेंट का क्या रोल है, आपका एज ए ऑफिसर क्या रोल है वहां पर. तो दिस यू ऑल हैव टू बेसिकली अंडरस्टैंड, नॉट इन डिटेल बट a ground level knowledge you should have to that to grab the opportunity. Now third is, after getting this all, how to prepare for this all. आप इसको कैसे पढ़ेंगे, कैसे तैयार करेंगे. तो अगेन बैंकिंग का बेसिक, there is a lot of good books, there is a lot of good institute which give you all detail, and the make a habit of reading newspaper. Generally I always tell my team कि आपकी नॉलेज अपडेट के लिए रेगुलर आपको न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है. न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ने से आपको लेटेस्ट अपडेट पता चलती है, उसी से ही आपको सारी लेटेस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन आती है. जब तक आप अपने आप को अपडेट नहीं करेंगे, नॉलेज अपडेट नहीं करेंगे, इवन व्हेन यू गेट द अपॉर्चुनिटी यू विल नॉट एबल टू ग्रैब इट, बिकॉज़ देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल हु आर रेडी एंड प्रिपेयर्ड टू जंप इट, टू ग्रैब इट. वंस द अपॉर्चुनिटी इज मिस्ड, देन इट इज मिस्ड. हमें सबसे पहले जो the most important is that moment is you have to make it very clear in your mind that you are in a developing country where the resources are less and the people who want it are more. So once you miss the train, you miss it. So you cannot afford to miss it. For that you have to be always ready. You have to be always ready to catch it, identify it, and jump it. Knowledge, again, you can join some good institute which you already joined. There are a lot of books on this sector. Banking is full of books where you can read and study about the books and all that. People generally say that biggest loss in the life is that losing an opportunity. So that is one thing which you have to understand, that you cannot afford to lose an opportunity just because you are not prepared. So there are certain things which you have to prepare and get ready for that. The third stage which comes is, even when you are able to identify, you are ready, you are getting the opportunity, but you don't take a risk to take it. So that is again the fourth step, where you have that knowledge, where you have that opportunity in your hand, but you don't take a call, you don't take a risk, you don't have a guts to take a call on that. So you have to make sure risk is part of life. So you have to take risk at any stage, any time. Even I've seen so many of my people in the banking sector and experience. I don't say risk, comfort zone, right? The people who used to get transfer. Banking is a sector where you join banking, transfer is a part of the life. Because by the transfer, you learn so many new things. Because you go to the different center, you meet different type of customers, you meet different type of business that enhance your knowledge, that enhance your experience. But most of the time, the people are not ready for the transfer because they don't want to go out of the comfort they have at the present stage, or they have a compulsion of the family. So when you are not taking risks to going out, you are losing opportunity. You never know. And most of the time, people say, "Yeah, I got transferred from Punjab to Bombay, or I got transferred from Lucknow to Jaipur, and my family is in Jaipur, my family is in Lucknow." They don't take a call. They don't take a risk to going out. So somewhere you are losing that opportunity of getting a new experience. Somewhere you are losing opportunity to learn something new. So as a banker, please make sure in your mind and make it clear that opportunities give you discomfort sometime, but it give you lot of experience. I give you my example. Like I was in an earlier bank before IDB Bank. The top management of that bank wants me to come to Bombay in the corporate office to work with them in the corporate office. Somehow, being a North Indian, Bombay is somewhere you don't want very comfortable to going to Bombay. And Bombay is the place of professionals. Believe me, for bankers, Bombay is the best place to work. But we North Indian generally appreciate, not ready to go to Bombay because we have some mindset. Even after that, I have a 3 times posting in Bombay. The time when I refused that Bombay posting 25 years back in the corporate office in international banking, if I would have been taken that option that time, so there must be some major difference at the present. So risk taking, getting ready, coming out of the comfort zone is again a part of the banking career. So opportunities comes to you and you have to identify them, you have to prepare for them, you have to get a chance to get them. And the first, take a call and risk. Taking risk is again a part of the opportunity. If you don't take a risk, you'll lose so many opportunities. You should get ready for any time, anywhere, to go anywhere, to take any call. Most of the time in the banking industry, what I feel because working in a 4-5 banks, 60% people are not being reached to the top management or top level because they have not left their comfort zone of that particular place. I say comfort zone. Some people have their constraint also. But when there is a constraint, you have to take the challenge and find out that mitigation to that particular risk. आपकी फैमिली में कोई इशू है, आप बॉम्बे नहीं मूव कर सकते या किसी नए लोकेशन पे नहीं कर सकते, straight forward saying no to that opportunity is not correct. You should take that call, find out what is the risk involved in that, what is the pain you have out of that, how to mitigate and reduce that pain is more important instead of saying no to that. So opportunities comes everybody's life regular. It is not the one opportunity comes to you and at the end of the life. It is not like that. You get opportunities of different time frame. You get opportunity of different size, different people. The only thing is when you are ready to grab it, don't lose it. Banking is the ultimate perfect sector. This sector gives you a lot of experiment, a lot of experience. You meet so many people, you interact so many people, you learn a lot from different people, you get a knowledge of all field, you learn how to speak. It's one of the best career, I think. Generally, people are scared of the banking is now becoming very tough. अभी आपके नए बच्चे जो आजकल बोलते हैं, अरे सर बहुत मुश्किल हो गया, 12-10 घंटे की नौकरी हो गई, because that life has become hell. Or please, how many people got the banking job? There are people who are even dying to get a job. And if you have a job and you start crimming, then it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So somebody is asking me to recommend a book. I recommend you a very small and very simple book, which is written by one of the Chandigarh author, N.S. Toor. I recommended that book to so many people for internal exams and preparation of It covers all topic of banking in a very small and very decent manner. NS Tour is one of the name which I have recommended. I think 100 of books gifted to my team in last 20 years. So that's the one book which is a very common, and at least people in North know Mr. Tour very well. So again, let's coming to the opportunity and all that. So focus on now banking sector. Banking is again one of the best sector you are already selected the career as a career. The only hardship which I feel banking is the transfer. People feel you get a lot of transfers. Imagine if you have been selected as an army, or if you have been selected as an IS officer or ICS officer, with the transfer in every even 6 months. Like if you've seen an ICS or IS officer, you get transferred overnight. In army, you are been staying out of your family for months without a break, without a leave. So banking is a job where you get transferred only after 3 years or 4 years. Most of the time you are been given to your zone. Correct? Only after the senior post, when you reach to chief manager and above, you are been transferred out of zone and all that. So that is the only minus point. The people say that, because I don't feel as a minus point, because I have taken, I have been transferred to in last 40 years, to 13 to 14 times. I've seen about 15 cities in my life as a banking career. And every city becomes some of the new area to research, because first few months you get difficult, because it takes time to adjust to the new environment. It takes time to adjust your family. Family generally have an issue in the new setup, especially your wife, when you have to transfer your complete luggage from one place to Chandigarh to Bombay, and Bombay to Jaipur, and Jaipur to some other Ludhiana. So that pain is for 1 or 2 years, correct? But you learn a lot. So that when you're joining a banking sector, make sure in your mind that if you have to rise in a banking sector, you have to get through this all transfer and all that. Now, third thing which I want to share you all guys. Most of the time, what people think of that, like starting a career and all that. Initially, I said resources, the less resources, correct? Because it's a less resources, so planning is one thing which is very important. Even if you analyze your own life, before you are being born, your parents must have finalized your name. We Indians do a lot of planning, because we are born in the country, with a developing country. The resources are less, demands are high, so we do everything with a plan. Even before you are being born, your parent must have decided some name about you. कि लड़का होगा तो ये और लड़की होगी तो ये. So your planning start before you are being born. Once you are being born, your father, your parents started preparing and planning for your school. You are not even started crawling, but your parents start discussing and talking to your school. अरे इसको DPS में डालना है ना, इसको रायन में डालना है, या इसको दूर में डालना है. The second phase of your life planning. The third phase of when you are in a 4th or 5th or say primary school, your parents start planning about your career. इसको डॉक्टर बनाना है, इसको इंजीनियर बनाना है, इसको साइंस दिलवानी है, इसको मेडिकल कराना है. So again the planning is going on. Once you are in the 9th class, you selected your subjects and all that, your goal target getting started. So now you have to imagine you are in a society where the planning has been started before you have been born. So planning is more important. Even you get the opportunity, you are been selected, and you have started your job. But what happened? Your target and your planning comes to end when you get a job. Example is like you have been planning to have a banking job. आपने schooling करी, commerce करा, graduation करी, institute join किया, you have done your hard work, planning, and you are selected. And finally, you are in some good bank. Now, what will happen? The day you are selected, you get relaxed. अरे नौकरी लग गई, अब तो बस थी party. Yes, do party. Party is the part of the life. Without party, I mean, you cannot enjoy the life. So party तो बनती है, तो करो party. There is no issue. But after 15 years, for example, today is 2022. Maybe out of you 100 or 200 people on that this particular Zoom, you all get selected. And I wish and I give you all best wishes that all of you get selected. But after 15 years, few of you will be on a very senior post in banking, few are in the middle management group, few of will left, few of will be on a top. Now you know what will happen. 15 साल बाद जब आप मिलोगे अपने इन colleagues से institute के, if somebody is an AGM in some bank and you are a senior manager in this bank, same bank, then you will say, अरे यार ये तो AGM बन गया, you are a only senior manager. What happened? You'll start cribbing. अरे नहीं, he knows that management. है ना, वो उसका फोन आ जाता था, इसका ये human tendency है. You will not realize that why he is there and why you are not there. Now, again, once you are been selected, or not you, every human being, my target is to achieve a particular set goal. Once I achieve that goal, I get relaxed. Relaxing is a part of life, but a long relaxing is a pain. 15 साल में उस आदमी ने जो एजीएम बना या सीनियर पोस्ट पे गया, he has done hard work and proper planning for the career even after joining. आपने नहीं किया, आप रिलैक्स हो गए, नौकरी लग गई, ओह गुड, अब शादी करो, फैमिली करो, एंजॉय करो, but you didn't plan. So most of my colleagues who are being not get through is them who have not taken opportunity. Second, who are not even planned. Like even I give myself, I blame myself also, because we didn't get that mentoring at my time of career. Planning is the part, again, after you join, you grab opportunity at the right time, you have been selected. Planning for next 5 years is very important. आज आपने ज्वाइन किया एज ए ऑफिसर, वेयर यू वांट टू सी योरसेल्फ आफ्टर 5 years or after 2 years, and what preparation you are doing for that. आपने प्रमोशन लेना है, आपने क्या सीखा, आपने मैनेजमेंट को क्या दिखाया, how you are different from others, and what you are being want to be after 10 years. वो प्लानिंग हम करते ही नहीं है. Most of the time we lose it because we don't plan. We flow with the flow. अरे नौकरी लग गई, सैलरी आ रही है, फैमिली हो गई, शादी हो गई, रिलैक्स, एंड देन वी स्टार्ट क्रिपिंग. आई गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल. आप में से नीरज पांडे का भी अभी जो जेवलिन थ्रो वाले का नाम कितनों ने सुना? सुना आपने सबने? he broke the world record about 1 year back. नीरज का नाम सुना? हरियाणा है ना?
Yes,
he broke
sir.
his record last year in Olympics. Got Olympics for India. 86.30 meters was his world record. है ना? 86.30 उसका भी बेस्ट था, वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड भी था, तो he got Olympic gold medal. Now he should have relaxed. आराम करना चाहिए. अरे वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बना दिया, तोड़ दिया. And how many of you know 2 दिन पहले he got silver? The person who broke the world record 6 months back, 1 year back, got second position 2 days back, even after he broke his earlier record. This time he threw 86.90. Whether he broke his own record, but there is another person who has done better than him and got the gold medal. So somewhere, even after getting to the goal you wanted, you cannot leave the hard work, you cannot leave that preparation, because you never know who is the third person who is preparing better than you. You have to enhance your skill. The banking sector wants this also. Banking sector gets changed very fast. It gets updated very fast. So you have to get updated every day, every minute. Every month there is a new circular. Again, I said, you people are so lucky that you got in this generation where information, knowledge, everything is readily available. The people who belongs to my generation, we don't used to have the internet access and the knowledge on that fingertip. They used to circular which comes from corporate office, which reaches the branch after 10 days, and you have to read each and every circular to get you updated in what is the latest in the banking. So you have to prepare for that. You have to go to there and learn it, not on the fingertip. You open your mobile and Google and you ask anything. So you people are so lucky that you got information on your tips. So use it. Don't get wasted the opportunity you already got. Updation of knowledge is something which is always required. Why banking sector required? Like I was in a foreign exchange department and all that, international banking, which is highly a compliance related department. The people of the banking sector, my colleagues, and must be aware of it. Initially, that Foreign Exchange Regulation Act was FERA, where any mistake is a criminal offense most of the time. If you do anything wrong transaction, it's a criminal offense. It has been replaced by FEMA, correct? Management Act. It has been reduced even after a lot of knowledge. That time you have to learn everything by heart, each and every circular. And the circulars and the RBI guidelines change very frequently. You have to remember them all. You have to update yourself. You have to get cross-checked with so many things. So knowledge updation is the second part, even after you get that opportunity on the right time. So updation of knowledge is again a part of this. I have done my LLB just 2 years back, correct? I was the oldest guy in that college, right? Even that oldest to the principal and the directors and all that. Why I required that to do law and all this stage? Because even the age of my career in the young age, I want to do LLB. Unfortunately, I was not able to complete my paper. That gives you kick. After banking, law is another subject which is very creative, which gives you everything new to learn, correct? And creativity keeps you alive. Reading, knowledge keeps you alive. आपको फिट रहना है, जिंदा रहना है, लाइफ में अटैच रहना है, तो knowledge updation is most important. Any knowledge. I mean, it is not that you want to have knowledge of banking only. Read whatever you feel is good to you, which is giving interest in that. So, updation, when you have already been in a mindset that banking is going to your career, then updation is very important. Updation of knowledge and banking is such a vast subject. It has lot of area to study. It is not only giving money and taking money. Now, even I've done my advanced derivative course 2 months back. It was a 100-hour derivative course. We all bankers know what is derivative, correct? But advanced derivative training and trading, correct? You people are from the banking and all that. You must be knowing the share market is crashing. So they are investors in the market. They are traders in the market. So advanced derivative trading teach you how to trade. That's the technical part of that banking. Not required at my age, but yes, it gives me a kick to learn. It gives me a kick to understand something new. It gives me a kick to talk about something new. So issue is आपको banking में सब सीखना है. Banker का मतलब ये है आपको सब आना चाहिए. If you go to any meeting and somebody asks you any question on any subject, and if as a banker you doesn't have the basic of that, so that is not accepted to a banker. Because banker meets to so many people, so many business class, he has to have the knowledge of basic of everything. So if you want to be a successful banker, if you want to grab any opportunity on banking side, prepare proper, plan proper, analyze your USP, that what is your USP. If your USP is something different, try to align your USP to that profession. If your USP has been matching to banking sector and you love hobby as a banking, love reading, ultimate career banking is one of the very respectable job in the industry, in the market. Even at one time when we were in our age of career, after the IAS, the second, the most respectable job was the bankers. Because bankers are being treated as something who is going to help you. And honestly, believe me, if you do your job seriously in banking, helping anybody, it is not that loan or opening a saving account. if you enhance that financial strength of the weaker section, if you enhance the strength of the needy people, it gives a lot of blessings and say good feeling. आप किसी को अच्छा बिजनेस सेटअप करवा के देते हैं, because with your knowledge and with the banking finance, you will have a blessing through the life. आप कभी, if you have been posted to any rural branches and you are there as a branch head, go and see the respect a banker gets in rural branches. गांव वाले आपको almost भगवान मानते हैं bankers को, because you help them in their financial support. You help them in their basic needs. You guide them in so many things. एक पढ़ा लिखा इंसान यदि गांव की ब्रांच में मिलता है गांव वालों को, उसकी रिस्पेक्ट बहुत है. So you have to understand that this profession is one of the best white collar job, and you will keep updated yourself with the full knowledge. Finally you will enjoy reading. मतलब आपकी आदत बन जाएगी. हम जैसे हम रिटायरमेंट में हमारी आदत बन जाती है यार, कुछ भी है पढ़ना है, to learn something new, because that gives you kick now. Reading, understanding, getting knowledge, spreading knowledge, that's become your habit then. And again, in your age, if I summarize the complete issue on this, 5-point agenda, if you can note down on that, on opportunities and grabbing opportunity on right time, is a 5-point plan. First is identifying your USP. आपकी USP क्या है? Second, identify opportunities as per your USP and your need. आपको पहचान में आनी चाहिए ये मेरी अपॉर्चुनिटी है. ये आर्मी की अग्निवीर अभी आपकी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है, मेडिकल डॉक्टर्स की वैकेंसी आपकी नहीं है, आपकी अपॉर्चुनिटी बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंस में है. तो यू शुड बी थॉरली अवेयर ऑफ इस सेक्टर में क्या नया हो रहा है. So that is knowing your opportunity. Third is planning and preparing. आप उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को ग्रैब करने के लिए कैसे प्लान कर रहे हो, कैसे प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो. This is the third step, which is very important to understand. Fourth is knowledge update. Knowledge update is very important. It is a part of preparation, but even after that also, in knowledge updation is one thing which you have to make your habit. आपको knowledge update करने के लिए अपनी habit बनानी पड़ेगी. But once you are in a race, you cannot lose that race. Fifth, risk, analyzing risk and taking risk. There's a difference now. I'll give you one more example of that. What is the difference between risk and complaint? When you say, like, same example, I'll give you that Agniveer. People say 4 साल में तो क्या नौकरी होती है, 4 साल में हम गोली को खाएं. But I have read so many papers. Now, this is one which is a drawback as per somebody's. Correct? कि यार इस 4 साल की अग्निवीर में ये ड्रॉबैक है कि 4 साल में तो समझ में भी नहीं आता है, ट्रेनिंग भी पूरी नहीं होगी, नॉलेज भी नहीं होगी, हम कैसे करेंगे. So this is one which is a complaint. Now, in other words, if I say risk, रिस्क क्या है कि भाई आपने 1 साल की ट्रेनिंग में उतना नहीं सीखा जितना चाहिए था. सो कंप्लेन एंड रिस्क, आप रिस्क मिटिगेट करते हैं, आप रिस्क एनालाइज करते हैं, विच इज एज ए बैंकर यू शुड डू. You should do thorough analysis of anything on a risk parameter. There is no issue. There is no wrong in it. There is nothing wrong in it. There is nothing wrong about finding the risk and the weaker point. But risk mitigation can be done. आप उनसे ओवरकम कर सकते हैं रिस्क मिटिगेशन से. But when you start complaining, it become negativity. It start negative impact. आपने उसमें कंप्लेंट्स करनी शुरू कर दी. The same is the career. अरे 50 ही वैकेंसी आई हैं, 50 से कैसे होगा. अरे भाई आई तो है, वैकेंसी तो है. अरे 4 साल की ही नौकरी है. अरे भाई नौकरी तो है. इट इज समथिंग लाइक दैट somebody want to feed you. आप कहते हो मुझे 5 रोटी खानी है, वो कह रहा है कि भाई अभी 1 ही रोटी है, 1 रोटी खा ले. 5 नहीं है अभी. आप नहीं, मैं तो 5 ही खाऊंगा, नहीं तो एक भी नहीं खाऊंगा. So it is complaint, it is negativity. Correct? So whatever the drawback, nothing is perfect in life. Correct? There's no black and white in the life. Everything has a plus and minus. If you leave things just because it's a negative, so that is not the right way approach of the life. Find out the negative, try to find out the solution of them, how risky that solutions are, how risky is that proposition is, make a proper analysis and go forward. In banking sector, we used to say F4, F10, the people who used to have finacles. F4 is an exception. That's the keyword which we use. And F10 is an error. So exceptions can be overruled because exceptions are the minor risk which can be mitigated, which can be taken care of. And error is an error which you cannot do. Correct? So you have to analyze each and every situation in the life, each and every opportunity in the life. It has error and exception both. If the particular discrepancy or the negative point of that is something which can be mitigated, which can be aware of, which can be taken off, go for that. Make a proper risk parameters balancing to that. Don't say no directly to them. I give you one more example of that. Like जब आप छोटे होते हैं, आपके माँ बाप बहुत ही ध्यान रखते हैं when you go to the school and all that. कि who's your friend, to whom you are playing, to whom you are talking, and especially when you are in a teenage. Why they want to keep a watch on you guys? Because उनको मालूम है ये tender age है, company का असर बहुत पड़ता है. If you are in a wrong company, then you will be going to a wrong track. If you are on a wrong path, there is a problem. The same when you start your career or in the life, you have to always watch in which company you are moving. Even the banking sector, you will find positive people, you will find negative people, you will find cribbing people, you will find cursing people. If you are in a group which is always cursing and cribbing about the management of the bank, of the job, you will become a negative person. A negative person will not able to see opportunities around. So if you want to have an opportunist, make sure that you move in a positive people. If you have been surrounded by wrong people, negative people, leave that group. Even in the bank, after you join it, negativity spreads very fast. And negativity will close your eyes. You are not able to see opportunity. Opportunities can be seen only with a positive thinking, positive viewpoint, and positive IT. And positivity comes with the people who are being positive. आप किसी भी चीज में अच्छा ही ढूंढ सकते हैं, उसमें कमियां भी ढूंढ सकते हैं. It is you to decide. If you are being surrounded by people who always in audit wale, sorry, not any objectionable comment to audit guys, but yes, their job profile is to find mistakes. End of the day, their thought process become negative because आप lens लगा के ही ढूंढते हो. And the sales guy who is always in selling something, always look something good to the customer. अरे यार current account नहीं खुलता है, इसको LI तो बेच ही दूंगा, है ना? Because you find what you can do there, positivity. So I'm not giving any comment on negative or positive on audit and sales, but it's a nature of the job, correct? And it's a human being. We all are human beings. We are being, we get impacted by the surrounding. And if you are being surrounded by good people, smiling people, you will always find some good opportunity. कुछ लोगों को बरसात में भीगने में बहुत मजा आता है, गाने गाने में मजा आता है. You love enjoying in the rain. Some people come, अरे यार बरसात आ गई, ऑफिस कैसे जाऊँ, थक गया, पानी भर गया, जाम हो गया. Again, it person to person. So find a positive people around you, and if you are not, then become yourself. So banking, I think the time is not more to me, so I'll just summarize to this all. Finding your USP, getting opportunity, preparing opportunity, planning, taking knowledge and accepting and taking risk after mitigation, and keep positive. That is something which is very important. Being positive will able to look around you and see the positivity and opportunity. Once you are able to see it, you'll plan for it. You'll try to grab it also. If you're not able to see it with the negativity and all that, then there's a difficulty. So don't try to get negativity around you. Be positive. Life is too good. At our all stage, life is too good if you want to enjoy it. So make life good. Career is one thing. Maybe I'll give you one more example. Small example. Getting job may be opportunity for you guys, right? For somebody sitting in Kashmir Valley, relaxing, having as a life as a boat sailor, शिकारा चलाने वाला, उसके लिए वो opportunity नहीं है, because he enjoying in the boat throughout the life. So different people have a different opportunities and different pleasure of the life goal. नीरज को जेवलिन फेंकने में मजा आता है because he loves it. आपको बैंकिंग जॉब करने में मजा आता है तो वो अपॉर्चुनिटी आपके लिए. जिसको इन सब में मजा नहीं आता है वो गंगा किनारे बैठ के आराम से सारी जिंदगी निकाल सकता है. तो you select what is actual opportunity for you. जरूरी नहीं है नौकरी कि नौकरी ही जरूरी है, एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है. ये नहीं है कि लाइफ के अंदर एक सेट पैटर्न चले कि भाई आपने नौकरी करी, शादी करी, बच्चे करे और लाइफ सेट पैटर्न पे चलिए. दैट इज आल्सो नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. इट इज यू टू डिसाइड व्हाट गिव यू ए कंप्लीट relaxation, peace of mind, where you enjoy. So that opportunity is for you. So spend time with you. Find out what actually you are looking for. So that is the opportunity you are looking for. You want to become a perfect banker, want to equivalent to Aditya Puri or say Mr. Purwar and some Kamath and all that, then start preparing. I mean, nobody is stopping you in that. But then proper planning. I know that few of you will be reaching to the top management of the bank. But for that, you have to prepare for that. So select. First, before going to that, again, गर्मियों में जब आप कश्मीर या शिमला जाते हैं तो you make lot of planning, है ना? You get your advance ticket booking, you get your hotel booking, you get your taxi booking, because you know that गर्मियों में resources कम है, demand ज्यादा है, तो you plan, correct? But you plan, you know the route, कार से जाना है, by air जाना है, train से जाना है, you have your journey clear. कि ट्रेन से जाना है, ऐसे जाना है. But when you go in winters, you know that rooms are vacant, availability of rooms are penalty, people are not going there, you don't plan. आप उससे निकल देते हैं. तो आपको डिसाइड करना कि आपने क्या करना है, which makes you good. Life is not to reach to that say career height and all that. Life is also not that to get a big bungalow and all that, or getting lot of crores of rupees on your account. It is individual who have to understand. आपको जो अच्छा लगता है, जो आपको खुश रखता है, राइट वर्ड इज खुश. लाइफ इज टू बी लिव. तो आपको जिंदा रहने के लिए, खुश रहने के लिए जो चीज अच्छी लगती है उसको आइडेंटिफाई करो. मनी इज रिक्वायर्ड टू कीप द व्हील मूविंग. आपको पैसा, कैरियर, जिंदगी को चलाने के लिए चाहिए, खुश रखने के लिए नहीं चाहिए. खुश रखने के लिए आपको अपने आप से पूछना पड़ेगा कि आपको क्या चाहिए. सो देन प्लान what exactly you require. So all the best to all of you. And I said to you, people are already lucky, born in a good generation where the banking jobs are full. Second, already started planning and joined some good institute like this. So you have started planning and preparing for that. The rest three you have to do. Whenever the opportunity comes, grab it, prepare it, take risk in the life. That is more important. Without risk, no reward. The old saying, but yes, without risk, no reward. Risk mitigation is important. वो जरूरी है. So wish you all the best. Anybody who wants to have some question, so I am ready. Ashdeep, you can take over.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for this insightful session. I'm sure जैसे जो हमारे students हैं, they are starting their journey, उनके careers अभी शुरू होने हैं, तो उनको भी बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटीज आने वाली हैं. और ये सेशन बहुत हेल्प करेगा उनको आगे प्लान करने के लिए, करियर के लिए, और कैसे किस अपॉर्चुनिटी के लिए उनको चूज करना है. जो आपने 5 स्टेप्स बताए हैं, आई एम श्योर सारे स्टूडेंट्स उसको फॉलो करेंगे और अपने करियर में यूज में लेके आएंगे. If anybody has a question, please आप पूछ सकते हैं chat box में. I can forward it to sir.
I'm looking to chat book. I answer to them. You can write on that.
हाँ, अगर कोई आपका किसी स्टूडेंट का कोई क्वेश्चन है, प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क. Okay. So they have enjoyed your session and they have really they will definitely make use of it in their careers. तो आपके सेशन से मैंने भी बहुत कुछ सीखा सर. मैंने पूरा अटेंड किया एंड थैंक यू सो मच. बस एक आपने जो भी लर्निंग्स दी उसके ऊपर मैं एक शेयर कहना चाहूंगी. जो मुझे I could relate it to what all you taught. तो तजुर्बा बता रहा है दर्द गम डर जो भी है बस तेरे अंदर है. तजुर्बा बता रहा है दर्द गम डर जो भी है बस तेरे अंदर है. खुद के बनाए पिंजरे से निकल कर देख तू भी एक सिकंदर है. तो
perfect. You have to know your strength. That is more important in the life.
Exactly. तो अपने पिंजरों से बाहर निकलिए, अपने फील्ड में सिकंदर साबित होइए. आप सब लोग ऑल द बेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू. हम डेफिनेटली ऐसे ही मिलते रहेंगे आने वाले टाइम में भी और लर्निंग सीखते रहेंगे एक्सपीरियंस लोगों से. थैंक यू सो मच सर. And with
thank
this,
you so much to all of you and all the best to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.